Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Solve for Success Maths. Before we jump into maths, think about this. You're on the road, halfway through a trip, and you want to know how much longer it will take. That's exactly what today's problem is about. A car does 180 miles in 3 hours at a steady speed. The question is, how many minutes does it need to cover just 90 miles? Sounds simple, right? But we are going to solve it in 5 different ways, and each method will sharpen a different part of your maths brain. Let's get started. First method is classic speed formula. Speed equals distance divided by time. First, let's find the speed of the car. 180 miles divided by 3 hours gives us 60 miles per hour. Now, we flip the formula to find time. Time equals distance divided by speed. For 90 miles at 60 mph, that's 90 divided by 60 is equal to 1.5 hours. So, 1.5 hour is equal to 90 minutes. That is 1.5 times of 60, which is equal to 90 minutes. Done. That's our answer, 90 minutes. Now comes the second method, ratio and proportion. At constant speed, distance and time are in direct proportion. That means if distance changes, time changes by the same factor. We know 180 miles takes 3 hours. Now we want 90 miles. We notice that 90 is exactly half of 180. So the time must also be half of 3 hours. That's 1.5 hours or 90 minutes. So set up the ratio 180 by 3 equal to 90 by x. On cross multiplication, we have 180x equal to 270. On solving, we have x equal to 270 by 180 equal to 1.5 hours, which is 90 minutes. Now, the third method is unitary method. This one is super practical. The idea is find out what happens for just one unit, then multiply. We start by converting 3 hours into 180 minutes. Now divide 180 minutes for 180 miles, means 1 minute per mile. That's our unit value. For 90 miles, we multiply 1 minute times 90 equals 90 minutes. That's our answer, 90 minutes. Clean, logical, and no messy fractions in this unitary method. Next method is halving logic. The quickest mental math trick. Halving. When you are driving and you notice you have covered half the total distance, you instantly know you have spent half the time. Here, 90 miles is exactly half of 180 miles. So at the same speed, you need half the time. Half of 3 hours is 1.5 hour. Multiply by 60 to convert. That's 90 minutes. This method shines when numbers divide neatly, and it's a kind of instinct great drivers develop naturally. And the next method is cross multiplication. This is the algebraic approach, great for when you want a reliable step-by-step process. We write the two ratios as equal fractions. 180 over 3 equals 90 over x, where x is the time we don't know. Cross multiply both sides. 180 times x equals 90 times 3, which is 270. Divide both sides by 180. X equals 270 divided by 180, which is 1.5 hour. Convert to minutes and you get 90 minutes. This method works for any proportion problem, not just speed. Every method covers the same answer, 90 minutes. In real life, you'll think like this instantly. But in exams, multiple methods equal to speed plus accuracy. Which method felt easiest? Comment below. Subscribe for daily SAT questions.